What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak your mind, sports talk. All right, we back. Yes, we are back. So it's the morning show. Um, this ain't gonna stop either, guys. We're gonna do this early morning boxing talk. Got my man G Man over there in Ireland, and this is actually his lunch hour. So got a few truck drivers and stuff that appreciate this show. So we're gonna keep this morning show going. LT in the building. I see you up first in the building, my man LT. What's good with your Miyamano? Appreciate you sliding through. Got my early morning Joe. But yeah, so Keyshawn Davis, man. Um I wanted to talk about Keyshawn Davis and his performance this weekend, and later, guys, we're gonna do the weekend aftermath like we usually do. I gotta figure out how to schedule these lives too, because anyway, so that y'all know they coming. But these are the lives that's right on YouTube, not through StreamYard, because we gotta keep these lives down to an hour. And especially on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I want to keep these to an hour because I don't know about the rest of you guys, but me personally, I'm gonna get over to Two Hands Reaper Gang Radio. Now I'm not sure if he coming on this morning because he did a thing last night. I was supposed to be over there with him. JD in the building, but man, I got tired as hell. But anyhow, 7:30, we're gonna be doing these shows Monday. Let me see. I think it's Monday, Thursday, and Friday. Because Reaper Gang Radio gonna start at 8:30. And then, Tuesday and Wednesday will just be at 8 o'clock. But either way, I want to end these on time. But Keyshawn Davis, man. Keyshawn Davis have this kid is looking good. Standout prospect. I don't know if you guys caught that fight this weekend with Keyshawn Davis, but bro, this kid looks good. This kid looks good. America got a prospect that we can be proud of. JD says, yeah, fam, big cup of coffee. Hell yeah, because I'm sleepy as hell, man. I need something to charge up, dog. Samuel Shaw in the building. What's good, Samuel? He said, what's with these early ass streams? Full at 6:34 a.m. Yeah, man. Get your ass up. That's what it's about. I want that message to come through. Wake your ass up, Samuel. Wow. It ain't 6:30 everywhere, Samuel. Everywhere ain't Gary, fam. You know what I mean? It's 7:35 here. But then a lot of people that listen in, it's lunchtime, Samuel. So yes, lunchtime. People in Europe, they're on their lunch hour, so they appreciate this. You just get your lazy ass up out the bed and come kick it in the morning. That's what you do. JD said Keyshawn is an orthodox counterpart to Shakur. Yeah, bro. He's not. He still got some work to do. Uh, but yeah, man. And like, okay, so who was this guy he fought this weekend? Hold on for a second. Let me pull that up. But Keyshawn Davis is just like, listen, there were a lot of things that I'm not going to act like it was a perfect performance because it wasn't. There was a lot of things that I would have liked to see Keyshawn Davis do in this fight this weekend that we didn't see him do. Yeah, he won, and he won in impressive fashion, no doubt. But uh, just like any other prospect, they come in and they fight the lower tier guys, which is expected, and then we expect them to shine and to have a good performance as Keyshawn Davis had. My issue is like when you get in there with these guys, you're supposed to work on things like work on your jab, work on setting shots up, you know, things like that. And I didn't really see Keyshawn Davis do that. this weekend. That was, you know, he used his speed advantage on this guy, which speed advantage was totally there. He used his countering ability, because he was much quicker than the guy. He has excellent reflexes. He did show, good head movement. Richmond, yeah, Richmond Ashley is the guy forward. And this guy again, I don't know anything about this guy, Richmond Ashley. He was sent in there to be beat up by Keyshawn. He has power. So Keyshawn Davis did show us that he could, take a punch, because the guy Isley has knocked out damn near everybody he's fought, that he's won against. He only has 2 losses. One being Keyshawn Davis. However, the guys he knocked out were lower level competition. So he has, I would say, decent power, this guy, Richmond Ashley. But I didn't see Keyshawn Davis I didn't see him bait this guy into shot, like walk him into shot, set up traps. He moved around the ring pretty well. Like I said, he showed good head movement. It's just certain things, certain skills. Like if you're fighting a lower level opponent like this guy, Ashley, it's just certain things I want to see these young fighters practice. Like, yeah, look fly in the ring, look good in the ring, showboat your skills, but showboat your skills. Keyshawn was just using his natural attributes to beat this guy. His speed advantage, and and he was countering well. Don't get me wrong, and he was picking his shots pretty well. He would, actually had decent head movement. Had Keyshawn missing some shots, but the kid, you could tell in every punch, damn near every punch Keyshawn threw, he was loading up, bro, trying to put this guy actually away. It wasn't really of the sweet science. I would like to see him. Keyshawn Davis is talented enough, and I've seen him utilize jabs, and he's talented enough to walk this guy into shots, and you can still be very impressive. You can still be very impressive, but utilize skills, man. Work on some things for your next fight. Don't just go in there and basically showboat and don't hone any of those skills up. So I don't know. Dominant performance. Like it was a one-sided performance. We know this kid is very talented, but I just want to see these guys. Like this is why Edgar Belonga, I don't want to watch him keep knocking guys out in the first round. They need to do things to hone their skills. Like beating up on lower level opponents is only impressive, but to some point, to a certain point. I mean, you know what I mean? JD said Keyshawn is orthodox. Oh yeah, I read that one. Andre in the building. What's up? Keyshawn is a monster. I could see him being one of those cats in the tight fight with less than 10 fights. Yeah, in the title fight less than 10, he could. He could, man. Andre said Key is a dog. Yeah, he is, bro. Yeah, me and D on the East Coast. Yeah, we on the East Coast, fam, no doubt. Mark Unrivaled in the building. Good morning. Yes, Samuel. Ask Mark what time it is where he at. Son of a bitch. Do you agree with me that Shakur should stand his ground to get his title? Yeah, he should stand his ground. I think I'm gonna stick with this. I think Jamel Herring might retire, bro. Maybe not. But I had a whisper in the wind that he would get, he only really had 1 or 2 fights left. This might have been the last fight. Now, Jamel Herring said that either he wants an Oscar Valdez fight or he wants to move up. Now, this is what he said at the end of that fight. So, I doubt we get. That's like almost a high conflict of interest, too, bro. They're in the same camp, in the same, like they're in the same circle. So, I doubt that we get Jamel Herring and Shakur Stevenson. Well, which we really don't need that fight because, look, Jamel Herring, Shakur Stevenson, fine. I'd rather see him fight Oscar Valdez, to tell you the truth. But then that kind of leaves Shakur out in the dark. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know how that's going to play out. I think that for some reason, I think that he says he wants Oscar Valdez. And then if he don't get Oscar Valdez, he'll move up. I think if he don't get the Oscar Valdez fight, might be the last we see of Jamel. That's just my opinion on it. Maybe, maybe not. Andre said he should, JD. He's been waiting around long enough. He deserves it. Yeah, yeah, he should. He should push the pencil. I mean, it's his career. Ain't no friends in boxing, fam. Not when you get in that ring. Iceman in the building. What's good, Matt Chad? What's up? He said, like a state trooper, I make money on the road. Yeah. Have a great day. No doubt. No doubt, Matt Chad. That's what I'm trying to tell Samuel, man. That's why we have these early morning podcasts. Samuel Shaw said Keyshawn is way ahead of time. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see him needing to work on much. I noticed that Keyshawn and Herring had the same style. Yeah, yeah, he is ahead of his time, Samuel, but you still need to hone those skills. Like, put on a impressive performance by utilizing the jab, changing. Well, he was changing levels, but pivoting on the guy, like looking pretty on him with the sweet science. You know, yeah, he's much faster and better reflexes, but show off by utilizing what you're gonna need in those higher fights when you get to a title fight. Those things he need to practice in the ring against these lower level. Don't showboat and just show us that you quicker than him. Cause that's basically like he was quicker than him. Like, I want to see him walk guys in the shots. I want to see him set guys up. I want to see him utilize a jab, pivots, and he did show us pretty good head movement. He was slipping some shots, so I just want to see them utilize these things. Don't look. When you could beat a guy, you supposed to shine on him. Like in basketball, like street ballers and one. Like these guys, they could just dribble up the court and score on a lot of these teams because they're better. The and one team, they're better. But they don't. They don't. They utilize basketball skills, all of the handling skills, the crazy passes. So they showboating on these guys, but they showboating using the skills of basketball along while they're showboating. That's what I want to see someone as talented as Keyshawn Davis do. Showboat for us, but showboat with, utilizing the talents, the sweet science. You know what I mean? And that's something I didn't see out of. Hold on one second. Hold on right quick, guys. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So yeah, but yeah, you're right though, bro. Yeah, he didn't need that. He was again. It was a low level fighter, which is what we expect when they first coming in. So no, he didn't need it, but he still could have shown me more. And I like what I like, Samuel. Well, you like what you like. If you like that performance, which I like the performance, it was one sided, but I know that he's capable of giving us more, and I want to see him put these tools on display, put these skills on display. Andre said, I could see that he might just pass the torch to Shakur. He may. He may, bro. He may. I don't mind him taking Oscar Valdez. See, like, that's some warrior shit, bro. Because he knows he's getting ready to leave. Now, I will tell you guys this. Uh, he told me personally he ain't got a whole lot of time in the sport, which is something that I've heard him say on interviews. So I'll say that. But he said it. He said it to me personally that it ain't a lot of time left in the sport. So uh I could see him trying to pursue Oscar Valdez because hell, that's a good fight, win, lose, or draw to go out on. And probably is make some paper doing it. But the moving up, I'm not sure what he does at 135, man. I can't lie. Like, I see these guys at 135 giving giving them a beating. Zabel in the building. What's good? Luis Puente, what's up, fam? What's good with you, Luis Puente? Good to see you. Andre said the early morning podcast the best. Thank you, fam. Tell Samuel again, Andre. Shut it up, Samuel. It'll be interesting how Keyshawn looks as the level goes up. Yeah, exactly, Mark. That's what I'm saying. We gotta, because again, he had a hell of a performance, but there are some things that I see that he could improve on. But as the level of competition goes up, like Mark says, you're gonna have to pump that jab. You're gonna have to. You're not gonna be way faster than everyone. Everybody's not gonna just give you counter shots like this guy Richmond was doing. So Richmond Ashley, whatever his name was. So yeah, as you go up in competition, the guy standing across from you can do the things that you can do. And that's where this comes in. That IQ, that skill, that acumen. So, utilize hone those skills earlier with these younger fighters. Put those skills to use. Remember, this is muscle memory. So don't just come in there being pretty boy and doing everything you can to stop this guy, because Keyshawn was like he pretty much figured this guy couldn't hurt him too much. He had the speed advantage, the power advantage. So I'm just going to put this guy away. It was really just a performance to put the guy away. Man, forget about the knockout. You're a boxer. Show us boxing. Box the hell out of him. As you box the hell out of a guy, he was put. Now, I will say this: he did good body work, Mark. He was investing in that body well, which is something we like to see. It's just something that I like to see. So I will give him that. But you know where I'm coming from, Mark. I think you know where I'm coming from. JD says Andre Williams is going to be fun. Yeah, I think Andre might get proper credit. He gets full credit for me. JD Andre, he gets full credit for me for this fight. Full credit. I have no gripes. Would I have liked to see him fight GGG, Charlo, or Murata? Sure. But I give him full credit for Liam Williams, and I think that he has a chance to lose against Liam Williams. This one ain't cut and dry. And, I always say that about Tank Davis and why I don't support his nonsense, because I don't want to keep seeing a fighter in a fight after fight after fight that he don't really have much possibility of losing the fight. Like, I ain't never, every fight Tank goes into, I don't think that he's going to lose. I'm like, yeah, it ain't going to be him. Yeah, it ain't going to be him. I don't really like to see a lot of fights with guys going into the fights where there's really no possibility of them losing. They're just going to wash the guy. And that's not what I get with Demetrius Andrade and Liam Williams. I believe Liam Williams has a legitimate shot at winning this fight. Do I pick him to win? No, not necessarily. But 60-40 maybe? Which 40% is a hell of a shot. That means I'm leaning toward Andre winning this fight. He should win this fight the way he pumps himself. I'm not saying that he should win this fight because of what I see, but the way Andre pumps himself up, hell, he's elite. BJS is not. He has himself pegged as an elite fighter. So if you're an elite fighter, he should beat Williams up fairly easily, but I don't believe it's going to be an easy fight. I believe Liam Williams is going to push this motherfucker harder than he's been pushed versus anyone. Jack Koke is awkward, so maybe his awkwardness, but he's going to push Demetrius Andrade. And don't be surprised. I'm telling you guys now, I like saying stuff on live. That way I got it on wax. Don't be surprised if Liam Williams rock Demetrius Andrade and get him into trouble. Remember, you heard it right here. Mad Chad said JD 100. Yes, sir. Andre bust up Williams. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see, Mad Chad. Andre said, I wonder when Speedy Ellis will step up. Never. Speedy Ellis is not good, bro. Him or his brother. Rashidi Ellis stayed off too long. But I don't think. Hey, everybody hit that like for me, man. Smash that like. I'm looking at the screen now. We got 17.7 likes. What I really need y'all to do, like y'all know, I never ask for super chats or donations or any of that. What I really need y'all to do is watch these damn videos and like them for me, man. Cause I gotta get up in the algorithm. Like I say, even if y'all don't watch the video, cause time is of the essence. I know you guys can't run around watching everybody's videos all day. Even if you don't watch the video, go click on it, look at a couple of seconds of it, and smash that like for me. Share it if you got social media pages, because there's a lot of people that want to find the video, but I ain't popping up in the algorithms, and we need to get up in the algorithm, and that starts with the likes and the shares. So if I ask anything, I ask you guys, please hit those likes and shares, especially on those videos. I need Samuel Shaw to stop messing around and go look at some damn videos. He too busy texting me all day, talking shit. Yeah, but Speedy Rashidi, man, I'm not as convinced. I used to like Rashidi Ellis, but man, I ain't convinced of this dude Chen, and I think Speedy is a good name because I believe Speed may be all he got, bro. He's fast. Not really impressed. Samuel said, "D, your film study sucks." Man, please, Samuel, you're a ducker. Look, stop talking. Let me tell y'all something. We in 6, 7 seasons of this damn prediction league. Samuel been talking shit for the past 3 seasons, but ducking. Man, you can't say nothing about film study or predictions or nothing till you stop ducking. How about that? And I'm glad you did duck this. See, this was the season you should have came back, Samuel Shaw, because I did terrible this season. Terrible. I'm down in I'll be in the top 20, which we give respect for people that make the top 20, but I'm used to the top 5. So to me, that's terrible. Even though it's respectable to hit the top 20, to me, it's terrible. I compete above that. But you can't win if you don't compete. You're the worst type of competitor, a non-competitor. So as long as you are a non-competitor, zip it. Zip it. Hey, Boxing Blunts, what's good? He said, I think Williams is a danger. I think Engel, I don't know what that means, can get the game. Oh, that's his trainer, Engel? Okay, I think Engel can get the game plan right, and plenty of good sparring will help. Yeah, man. I think Leon Williams is a problem. He's going to be a problem. It's not going to be this fight. He's going to pressure Demetrius Andrade, and I do believe that that's what it'll take to beat this guy. Keep the pressure on him. Don't let him get up on the scorecards and dance around the ring. No, keep him in a fight. You know, keep him in a fight. Keep the pressure on him, and I think he crumbles. I really do. I think he crumbles. Now, let's see if Liam Williams is the guy that can to get him to do that. JB said, Mad Chad, you going with Andre? Yeah, I think most people going with Andre, JD. I think so. Herring ain't passing shit to Shakur. He wants Valdez. Yeah, I must be way behind because, yeah, that's what I was saying. Will in the building, what's good? When Boo Boo spanked Williams, what they going to say that was supposed to... No, I don't know what they going to say. Well, when he beats Liam Williams, he gets full credit for me. You know, you see what they in your comment right there, Williams, Will, G-Bay, let me tell you something. They are idiots. Every time people they said this, well, what were they saying when that? Well, they always say that Tank is this. They are idiots, right? So when you hear they are usually idiots. They don't call it straight down the line. They know very little about boxing. So to tell you the truth, Will, I don't give a rat's ass what they say because they are idiots, all of them. You know what I mean? If they ain't calling it right, bro, if they not giving the man credit, if they not being, keeping it a buck, they're idiots. That's who they are. Herring gives whoever he fights a battle. Semper Fi. Yeah, man, fight Marine. I feel you, man, Chad. Luis Puente, what's good? Charlo at 160. And lost now. Man, to hell with Charlo. That's what I say, Puentes. To hell with Jamal Charlo. He running around talking foolery about Benavidez, and to hell with Jamal Charlo. The Lion Cub. It's all about Jamel Charlo, PBC King Jamel. Forget about Jamal. Hit the likes. Yes, sir. Thank you, Matt Chad. Yes, sir. Hit the likes for your man. Zabel says, I think Andre wins, but I think he hits the canvas at some point in the fight. Could be. I think that's what I want to see. Not him go down and lose, but I want to see him go down from a good shot and see how he bounces back off that. So I want to see that. I think it's possible that Williams could put him down too. But I don't think, Andre's been knocked down before. We got to give him that. He's been knocked down before. So, but I would like to see, I think he does hit the canvas too, Zabel. I have a sneaky suspicion. I think Leon Williams could possibly get him in trouble. See, I'm not comfortable with Demetrius Andrade's chin. And the reason I'm not comfortable with it because he fights as if he's not comfortable with his chin. That's how he fights. Like you're afraid to be hit, timid, don't want to engage in the pocket. It's different from showing defense and keeping yourself from being hit than to be afraid. To me, it's like he's afraid to be hit because boxers know what that chin can take. They know how much punishment, how much of a hit they could take or not. And he fights to. So I think somebody, the first guy to touch that chin clean, that, we're going to get a good response out of that. I thought Lubin was going to push Jamel, but yeah, it was too early for Lubin, though. Oh, Donnie Nietes return? I don't know, Mark, what to think. I didn't know much about his opponent, Mark. So I really couldn't, like, if the guy is good and he just posed him, trouble, but Nietes is kind of up there, right? I expected him to win. What did I have Nietes in? I was running my yap too during that fight also. Yeah, I had him winning by a split decision, Mark. I think it was. He performed. He performed like I expected him to perform. The thing with the what you call it with the yeah, Pablo Carrillo. Carrillo, that's who he fought. Oh, you know what? Speaking of that fight, Mark, I think Pablo Carrillo is tough as fucking nails. I do think that. The dude was taking hella 5 shots. Now when I remember the name, I was kind of looking at that fight. I think Nietes did okay, bro. I think Nietes did okay, but it's like, even like, okay, Manny Pacquiao, even like these Filipino fighters, bro, they like a lot of these fighters, they throw caution to the wind, fam. Right? That's one thing you notice about these Filipino fighters. Those motherfuckers throw caution to the wind. Even Manny sometimes, they get in there, they let those things fly, bro. And Donnie Nietes, bro, he ain't. See, that's the difference. Like, I'm glad you brought up Donnie Nietes, Mark. That's what I'm talking about with Demetrius Andrade. Look at the Filipino fighters in, like, Donnie Nietes. Like, they know that they're gonna get hit. They go in there and but they will engage. Demetrius Andrade pulling out of the pocket as he throwing punches, like it's like he's terrified to be hit. No engagement, but Donnie Nietes, Mark, I'm gonna have to go back and watch the full fight. I had it pegged that he was going to win the fight, and he wasn't going to get the stoppage, right? So I was yapping. I was running my mouth, and I didn't really pay heavy attention to the fight. When I was looking back and forth at the fight, I seen Nietes doing basically what I expected him to do. Bounce, move in and out. The way he generally fight. And that's the fight that I seen him fight this weekend. Of course, the dude Pablo Carrillo was a lot tougher than I expected him to be, Mark. But I want to go back. I'll go back and watch the fight, Mark. I give you a more valid assessment because, to be honest, I didn't watch the fight heavy. Hey, what's good? God bless you and everyone in the chat. David, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Andre said, do you think Lil Speedy a hype job? No, I don't think he was a hype job, Andre. I think he stayed out of the ring too long. That's what I thought. That's what I think happened. Hold on, excuse me. Shit, bro. Ah. Yeah, I think he stayed out of the ring too long, bro. That's what I think. You know, that inactivity, being inactive like that, bro. You gotta, again, this muscle memory, you gotta keep it going. That's what I think his problem was. JD said, actually, D, I've been having a rough time getting notifications on everyone's. I have to check yeah, I don't know. The best we could do for that is just unsubscribe and subscribe back. Make sure you hit the black bell icon. That's the only thing I know, man. But I will say this: through all of this going back and forth with YouTube, I found out some really significant things that's going to help me, like the 3 notifications per day and all of that. So sometimes, like, because I'll put up videos and stuff like 12 at night before I go to sleep, and they counting for my notifications. So sometimes if I put up 2 videos and do this morning live, by the time that afternoon live come, they ain't gonna put out another notification for it. And I was sitting there like, dude, YouTube not putting out my notifications, but we gotta kind of strategize that now because they're only going to give you 3 a day, right? So sometimes that could be the case. So I found out some of those things, but yeah, if you're not getting any notifications, the best I could say is unsubscribe, subscribe back, and hit that dark bell icon. Uh, but yeah, AA says I've had 2 top 5 finishes in the last. Oh, sweet dog, sweet, nice, good work, fam. Jay Kyle, what's good? What's good with your brother? Mad Chad with the super chat, bro. Appreciate you. Mad Chad said, thank you, DJ, for your love and promotions of the sweet science. Mad Chad, thank you for your support, brother. Appreciate you. PSK in the building. What's good? What's good? PSK said, that's the issue with a lot of these fighters. They haven't faced the real adversity, so they have no idea how to react to it. Yeah, exactly. It is the issue when fighting lower level competition regularly. Exactly, bro. Exactly. They got to step it up. They have to step it up. And if you're fighting these lower level guys, that's what I'm saying. Don't go in there and just beat them up. Work on hone your skills, bro. You know, hone your skills on these guys. Yeah, yeah. If they that bad, then use them like the punching bag in the gym, but change levels on them. Pivot on them. Use lateral movement. Get in and out on them. Get these skills up, bro, because you're doing it with a live body. But just to go in there and overpower a guy, like, I'm not too impressed by that. That's why with Berlanga, bro, I'm done with this Berlanga until they give him a ring. Like, I'm not gonna keep praising this kid. 18, 18 first round knockouts. If he does that in the next fight, I don't give a shit about that anymore. I'm not talking about Berlanga fights anymore. Not the post fight, unless he gets some rounds in. I'm not going to do any more post fight reviews on Belanga's first round knockouts. I could promise you that, bro. And as a matter of fact, I'm probably not going to do any more post review on Berlanga fights until he gets at least 3 rounds in. I'm not going to do it because this is what are you reviewing? Okay, Berlanga knocks out another guy in the first round. He didn't show his foot placement. He didn't show us that he has footwork. We don't know if he have a tank. We don't know if he could set up shots. We don't know if he could take a shot. We don't know if he can utilize a jab. What is the post fight about? Like, I'm not even talking about Belonga no more until they give him some rounds. And again, man, it's just not impressive. These guys got to work on their skill set. So yeah, I'm with you, PSK. I feel you. JD said, I thought Nietes looked all right. Yeah, I thought he looked all right. I mean, it's not like I felt like he was super great or super impressive, but he wasn't bad. I just think he looked like Donnie Nietes. I mean, I think I would say he looked decent for being off. He looked pretty good for being off so long because we've seen guys come off of we've seen guys come off of a layoff and just look abysmal, right? So I'll give him that. PD said, hey, D, good to see you back again. Hey, man, I swear, good to be back, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. JD says, "Oh yeah, I'm getting closer to top 30 in the league." Crazy, man. Belonga is going after Briggs. Oh man, forget about that record. That record's worthless. What if he gets that record and then he gets in there with somebody and get knocked the fuck out, fam? Like, what's the point? That record's absolutely worthless. But you know, I feel you, man. Records are meant to be broken, and I guess that is an accomplishment. Good morning, Jay. Boxing. Damn, Dead Game Boxing in the building. What's up with you, brother? Andre said, I think Ben gets past the test this week. Ha! Yeah, I'm gonna talk about him in a minute. Uh, fuck it. Let's talk about that now. Conor Ben's my guy. I'm gonna keep supporting Conor Ben because I like the way Conor Ben's moving up. I think that with Virgil Ortiz and Jerron in his boots, especially over here in America, that he's not getting enough light because these guys are basically, as far as welterweight, the talk of the town is Jerron in his boots and Virgil Ortiz, and Conor Ben ain't getting enough light. Now, when I start talking about Conor Ben as far as up and coming, welterweight, people always say, yeah, he ain't on Boots and Virgil level. Yeah, but he ain't messing with Boots and Virgil. Man, look, guys got to come up. Let Conor Ben come up. He doesn't have behind him, as far as pedigree or anything else, what Boots and Virgil has behind them. So just because I mention Conor Ben at the welterweight division, don't mean I'm saying he's better than Boots and Virgil, because that's the first thing people say to me. But Conor Ben is on the come up, and I like Conor Ben, and I think he's going to beat Vargas. I think he beat Sebastian Formella better than Sean Porter did. I was more impressed with his victory over Sebastian Formella than I was with Sean Porter. Sean Porter's a top 5 welterweight. So let's give Conor Ben some time. And plus, here's another thing. Conor Ben has fought a higher level competition than Boots Ennis. Yeah. So if y'all want to say that, Conor Ben's fighting better than Boots right now. Now, Boots will have a higher when he fights Sergey Lipinets. But at this point, Virgil and Conor Ben got better wins than him. So, man, we ain't going to be disrespecting Conor Ben. Which I didn't think nobody did disrespect Conor Ben. But I'm just saying, I ain't going to have it. Like, I like Conor Ben. And yes, Andre, I think he passed the test this weekend as well, for sure. It was a joke, D. What are you talking about? Oh, the league? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm reading. I gotta read all these comments on this guy. It say StreamYard. And nobody Unrival said the most consecutive first round knockout, I think, is Brunson. 19. Yeah. Who cares, bro? Oh, you was talking about the consecutive knockout. Yeah. But JD, you might have been joking, but there's actually people that's big on that shit, fam. So like, I won't comment at you. I was just coming at the idea of it because there's actually people that's all for that, gung ho for that first round knockout foolery, bro. Who cares? I'm just saying, I don't care. I don't care. Like, if you go 20-0, 20 first round knockouts, okay? And then you go on to be a champion, beautiful. But if you go 20-0, 20 first round knockouts, and then you start getting beat up, or you become like a Luke Campbell, you get to that point, you just can't get over that hump. You just can't. What was it all for? It was all worthless, bro. You would have been a guy who came and knocked out 20 low-level fighters in the first round, but your career ended up being fooey. That's what happened with that. So, like, I don't give a rat's ass about that. JD said, yeah, Conor is nice, man. I think he's going to stop Vargas with that jagged body. Yeah, I think he's going to stop Vargas, too. I believe he's going to stop Vargas, too. I like Conor Ben, bro. And I think as he continues to improve, watch, he's going to be a problem because Conor Ben has heart, but I heard that Mark, you in the house. I heard Conor Ben. Somebody said I haven't done read up on it or anything, and I didn't know about this, but somebody said he's had his jaw broken twice in the ring already. Is that true, Mark? Do you know anything about that? I know he had a issue once. I didn't know he got it broken, but I didn't know. Somebody told me. I can't remember who it was. Someone in the chat the other day said that he had gotten his jaw broken twice already, which I didn't know that. If that's so, that's an issue. I would say that's an issue. He said, "Although I feel you, the Conor Ben hate is real. It is, bro. It is, bro. They sleeping on old Conor Ben. It's ridiculous, though. Bruce Goes, what's good with you, Bruce Goes? Junior in the building, what's good? Good afternoon, D and Unrivaled in chat. You see that, Samuel? You see what Junior just said? Good afternoon, Samuel Shaw. Noontime. Yeah, Mark, you know anything about Conor Ben getting his jaw broke? Somebody told me the other day he's had his jaw broken twice. I could see him having his jaw broke in that Penyard fight. That Penyard, the guy from France, because he rocked Conor Ben. He caught him clean twice, right on that chin. I could see his jaw broken from that, but I didn't know of either times. Mark said, from what I know, Conor said has broken twice. Oh, okay. But never seen any medical records. Could be, yeah, hyperbole to slow. Okay, to show toughness. Yeah. Could be. It could be hyperbole to show toughness. Yeah. I get that. Cause I never I'm with you, Mark. I never seen like any report like from the doctors or like when these fighters like when Jamel Herring and Okendo happened, then they came out with the doctor report. He dude had a fucking detached retina and shit, right? So or was about to be or something, but he had real issues going, fucking fracture and detached retina and all of this bullshit. I never seen anything with them saying Conor had a broken jaw, so I don't know. Having a jaw broken twice though, and these fights that he's had, that wouldn't be a good thing. Like that would be issues for concern to ask me. Like I don't know about that, but yeah, I hadn't heard anything either. JD said I didn't know that either. Yeah, I didn't either, fam. I didn't. Mark says afternoon, Junior. Alvaro says I know plenty of fighters who mentioned they've had their breaks in their fights, yeah, of bones. Right, to show how tough, never proven it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Broken fingers. I broke my hand in this fight, and you know, my shoulder was dislocated, my elbow was out of place, and all this bullshit to show how much of a warrior they are. But they didn't never produce any doctor reports or anything. Yeah, for sure. JD said if Vargas wins with flying colors, why do you want him to? Who do you want him to fight next? Oh, go back to the drawing board. If you let Vargas beat you in flying color, like by flying colors, you got to go back to the drawing board, kid. I doubt that that's gonna happen though. I got Conor winning this fight, fam. So I doubt that that's gonna happen. But if that was to happen, you definitely got to go back to the drawing board, fam. Because if you ain't beating Vargas, there's a lot of other guys you probably not gonna beat. So I don't know. That's Hooker, a warrior. Maurice Hooker? Yeah, he is, bro. I mean, he broke his hand, but Hooker was taking some punishment. He kept fighting, so I broke my back spinal. Mike Tyson. Yeah, I broke my back. Mark crazy, bro. Mike Tyson broke his back, son. Been about to punish this guy. What, Vargas? Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I think that Ben is gonna beat him up fairly well. I mean, I'm with you, but we just got to see Ben's got to get better. I like Conor Ben, right? Ben's got improvements to make. The thing that I like about Conor Ben is his toughness that he's shown. He's got a lot of heart. and he's doing what it takes to get better. Like he's moving up, bro. He's fighting these guys. He's trying to stay active, and he wants to get better. So it's his desire. Uh, I like to see guys that has a desire that's dedicated to the sport, that want to improve, that want to take fights, and I see a lot of that in Conor Ben. And so that's why I like him. Just because I like a guy doesn't mean he has to be the best, but um I see him as a fighter, bro. All fighters will have to see what happens with them if they're going to be the best or one of the best or so have you. But the desire, the level of dedication, and what Conor Ben's trying to do, bro, I love that. I love that spirit. So yeah, I'm going to push for Conor Ben. I like him. I like him, man. Hopefully he continues to do well and continues to improve. He has attributes, natural attributes, that shows me he could be a very good, one of the top level fighters. He actually could. Unrivaled said, if Vargas beats Ben, I'd like Vargas to fight Ennis. Oh yeah, if you're talking about what's next for Vargas, I thought you was talking about what's next for Ben. Yeah, great shout, Mark. Great shout. If he beats Ben, yeah. Now, if it's the other way around, if it's Ben that beats Vargas, I wouldn't want Ben to take on Ennis. I want him to get another fight or two in there before taking on that skill set. Not that Ennis does some things too well. I think that maybe a bit too early for Jerron in his boots, although he hasn't fought the higher level competition. Just looking at some of the things he does in the ring, this kid's on a higher level, bro. So, but yeah, Vargas boots. That's a good shout, Mark. Good shout. Andre said, I think Boo's gonna smoke Lipinets early. He's too big. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to see. I think Boots Ennis is gonna win. But I hear a lot of people saying that he's gonna smoke Lipinets. He's gonna run through him and all of that. I'm not too sure about that, bro. No, it's 60-40. That's the way I got it pegged. 60-40 fight, I think. I think that Sergey Lipinets could rock Jerron Ennis and give us, who has he fought that punches like Sergey Lipinets? See these things, man. We got to see these guys. Got to see Jerron take a punch, a real punch. He's not fought anyone. Above had no power. He was lacing him up. He was finding the target, though. Right? When people talk about how defensively responsible Ennis is, which he is, but Ayabov was finding the target, so I have to see, bro. I can't. This is how hype gets started. Who has Boots beat up to say he's going to run through Lipinets? No one. In my opinion, I've not seen him beat up no one to tell me he's going to run through Lipinets. I don't know. We'll see, though. We'll see. True that, Mark. Yeah. Jeff in the building. What's good with you, Jeff? BK. What's good, BK? What's good with you? Good afternoon, fella. You see that? Samuel Shaw, BK. Good afternoon, Samuel. Unrival said, Ennis has some great skills, but there are some flaws, and they're defensively. Yep. He needs to be wary of. For sure. That's why I was just talking about Ayabov. Ayabov was finding the target pretty damn good, won't he, Mark? He does have some defense. He has some defensive skills. Like, he has good head movement, footwork, but he also has some defensive flaws. Higher level fighters exposes these things, bro. He definitely has some defensive flaws on the inside too. And don't let guys get him on the ropes. He doesn't fight good with his back on the ropes. He needs to stay off of those ropes. Because if you let a low level fighter like Ayabov put good work on you, getting you on the ropes, these higher level fighters going to cause you a lot more problems. So something like Lipinets. I guarantee you Lipinets gets Jerron and his boots on the ropes like Ayabov had him. And it's going to be a different story. I bet you that. I bet you any money that. JD said, I got a funny feeling about Lipinets versus Boots. Yeah, it's going to be a lot tougher than people. You know what? Just like a lot of people thought Virgil Ortiz was going to run through Maurice Hooker. He didn't run through Maurice Hooker. He didn't run through. Hooker was battling him. And a lot of these people that thought Virgil was going to run through Hooker, they had another thing coming. Same shit. Same shit is going to happen here with Jaron and his boots and Sergey Lipinets. I don't know what fans was thinking, but these guys are former champions, bro. They might not have been champions at 147, but both of them are former champions. Lipinets and Hooker. These guys were champions. Pinnacle. Highest level. Champions. Fuck you think Mikey got his belt from? These guys, man, not just some regular run-of-the-mill fighters. They can compete in there. And you're talking about Boots is a prospect. He's no contender. He's literally a prospect. So we have to see. We have to see. Battle Rifle, what's good, brother? He said, what's up? I just wanted to get up and congratulate you on getting your channel back. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. And that Andrade is Ronald McDonald. Andre's a Ronald McDonald. Oh, boo-boo. Who you got, Battle? Liam Williams or boo-boo? Kevin, what's good, brother? Kevin in the building. Who you got, Battle? He said Ronald McDonald. He said, nah, there's a bigger gap for Ennis in the competition to. Yeah, but a bigger gap, you mean there's a bigger gap between Ennis and Lipinets than there was for Virgil? Or do you mean there's a bigger gap between the competition level that Lipinets has faced versus the competition level that Boots has? Because Lipinets, please don't even get me started. Castillo Clayton is better than, will beat the shit out of everyone Boots has fought. Hands down, guarantee you. That guy Castillo Clayton that Lipinets fought with, he's a good boxer. He's a solid boxer. And I think that Castillo Clayton, nobody that Boots got in the rings with beats Castillo Clayton. No one. So if you're saying like the level of competition between who Lipinets has faced versus Boots, yes, it's a far shot. Far cry. Boots ain't faced no one. There's a bigger gap. Liam Williams by first degree murder. Battle Rifle picking Liam by first degree. I don't know, Battle. I think Andre wins that fight, but majority decision or something like that by first degree murder. That's funny. Cito X, what's good with you? He said, do you see Lipinets last fight? Dude, look like straight trash on me. Man, look. How many of our great fighters in the past went into a fight and looked like trash? One particular fight, and they look like trash. My question to you, Cito, is: has Lipinets looked like trash in all of his fights? No, he's looked actually pretty well. And sunshine on every dog's ass every now and then. Look, you have a bad day, any given Sunday, like Al Pacino, like in baseball. You can have a bad day, bro. Yeah, I could give you. You could give me 5 different all-time greats, and I could give you a bad fight that they've had. If I know the greats. Or Mark could give you a bad fight that they've had. It doesn't matter. Like, fighters have bad nights. That doesn't mean that they're trash. Lipinets has proved enough over the course of fights that he did have that we could say, that was a bad fight. Chalk it up as a bad fight. But he's still a good boxer. So that's what I say about. I seen his last fight, but Lipinets is still a good boxer, fam. I've seen Boots' fight. Who has he fought? It's good to look pretty. You think the guys that Boots fought, Lipinets wouldn't have looked great against them? If you're trying to say that, Cito X, you wouldn't be being honest up here. Lipinets would look fantastic against the guys Boots fought. He would look fantastic against those guys. Be honest about it, fam. You move up the level of competition, things change. It's just that simple, bro. Mark says, D, I got a serious question that may look like a joke. All right, give it to me. Give it to me quick, because we get ready to leave, bro. 54 minutes in, I got to shut this shit down. Jerome Benjamin, my brother G. Jeffries, back in the building. That's right, we back, Jerome. Appreciate you, my guy. Guy couldn't get past Custio Clayton. Listen. Cito X. What do you know about Custio Clayton? Let me start here. What do you know about Custio Clayton? See, I was just talking about Custio Clayton, and I told you, Custio Clayton, why you talking about Custio Clayton and what Lip and Yes couldn't do in a fucking draw, bro, a majority draw, because which means some judges thought he won, some thought Custio Clayton won. But think about this. Let me ask you this, Cito. What is Custio Clayton? What do you know about Custio Clayton? And I can guarantee you nothing. You talk about he couldn't get past Custio Clayton's jab. Did you know Custio Clayton has a very good jab? Did you know Custio Clayton's a very good boxer? No, you don't. Custio Clayton's not a C-level fighter. C-level fighters is all Jaron and his boots has fought. Cito X. So you're talking crazy, bro. You're talking about a valid opponent, a guy who can box in Custio Clayton, and talking about Lip and Yes couldn't get past his jab. That's because you don't know shit about Custio Clayton. And this is what Americans and a lot of fans do. Because you don't know shit about another fighter, you just chalk them up as garbage or something like that. But you don't know shit about Custio Clayton. Be honest, fam. You don't know anything about him. This is why you're saying what you're saying. So stop it, bro. Stop it. In this competition up to Lip and Yes fight, the level of competition. Man, we don't know that either, JD. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That fighting to the level of competition. You can't say he fights up to the level of competition, JD, because he's only fought low-level competition. Come on, bro. Y'all use some of these phrases just to no, fuck that, bro. Now let me read this right. In this competition up to Lip and Yes fight versus the level of competition Ortiz fought the hook. Okay, I might have read that wrong. All right, well, let me retract that. But damn sure ain't gonna say he fight to the level of competition when he only fought low level competition. I see what you saying, JD. This is his first valid fight, man. So I can't give him all of the praise until I see him do it. Mark in the chat, salute. Samuel said, boost power better be real, because if it is, exactly, that's another thing, Samuel Shaw. We don't know where his power at. People assuming it. He said, boost power better be real, because if it isn't, he's going to keep coming. Yep. And Lip and Yes can crack. We know he can crack, right? We will find out if Boost can handle them punches to the body and all of that. Damn right, Samuel Shaw. See, Saito X don't know anything about that. He ain't seen it from Boost Ennis. You ain't seen none of that. Come on, man. Our rival said, is it just me or is Andre getting taller every fight? When he fought, he was like 5'9". Nah, bro. I don't know. I think he's been over 6 foot since way back with Jamel. I don't know. I think he's always been tall, Mark. To tell you the truth, I remember him being tall. It might be just you, Mark. I will say this, Mark. My uncle, coincidentally, one of the ones that boxed, because he started boxing in the military. He turned pro when he left the military. He actually grew 2.5 inches in his mid-20s, which is uncommon. Like, once you hit 23, 24, that you usually start growing. But my uncle, when he was in the military, he actually grew a few inches later in life. Of course, Demetrius Andrade is 33 now, right? So, but I mean, hey, stranger things has happened, Mark. He could be right. He could be putting on a couple of inches. Maybe he got some stacks on, Mark. Shit. Samuel Shaw said Clayton was the last minute opponent for Lip and Yes. So he didn't train for Clayton's style. Yeah, that's another thing. Exactly. Man, Saito don't know none of that. Clayton was supposed to be a stepping stool for... No, he wasn't. You don't see, again, you know nothing about... No, he wasn't supposed to be a stepping stool. He was a replacement fight. Stop it. That's why I'm glad you put that in there, Samuel. And Saito, you giving yourself up, fam. Stop, because you making yourself look bad. Don't do that over here, because you will be exposed over here, fam. No. Clayton actually a good boxer. I know, Mark. We all know. Everybody but Saito. He's a good boxer, fam. Samuel said Clayton's a damn good boxer. Yeah, exactly. He said Lippin, yes, couldn't even get some guy. See, this is that some guy. You look, here it is, Saito. This is the facts. You don't know shit about Custio Clayton. That's what the problem is, fam. You don't know shit about Custio Clayton. That's why you don't. Custio Clayton is better than everyone Jerron and his boots fought. Period. Everyone. Because he's not a C-level fighter. Everyone Jerron and his boots fought outside of Chris Van Heerden, which it didn't get out of the first round because of a head clash, right? Everybody else, C-level or lower fighter. Custio Clayton is not that, Saito. Let that sink in. Let that sink in, buddy. JD said exactly in his first valid fight. Exactly. And Kevin with the damn. I just lost my train of thought. Oh, Kevin with the emoji. I see that. I see Kevin. I'm going to try to design some better stuff, guys. Look, I can't figure out, like they say, it's got to be one by one. For like y'all tags, for the membership tags and the personalized emojis. I can't figure out how to design it and scale it down because the program that I has only scales it down to 100 by 50. It says that it has to be one by one. So it's only like certain pictures I've been able to find that they can convert it into. I'll figure it out. I'm not at that tech savvy yet, so I need to figure out how to convert it down to one by one so that I can give some better emojis. But I see you found the personalized emojis, and Kevin agrees. Fire. Thank you, Kevin. That's what I like. That's what I like. Most avoided back in the building. What's good with your Demetrius Andrade resume is the best in the game. Yes. Most avoided is back, baby. The best in the game. Man, you crazy as hell, dog. I know you trolling too. Demetrius Andrade, man, look, I don't have a problem with my dude Demetrius Andrade, but anyway. All right, guys, we at that hour mark. Let me see, Kevin. I appreciate you. Unrivaled. He couldn't get past Clayton's jab. Well, let's see Ennis show a jab because, yeah, exactly. Demetrius Andrade, the Charlos are on steroids. Yeah. Heavy PEDs. Saito. I'm going to come back after Boots smokes this guy. Well, yeah, that's cool. Come back this afternoon. We going back live somewhere between 1 to 1:30. And you can click the link and get on the panel. I don't do the panel in the morning. I'm getting ready to shut this one down. Raider, LA in the building. I see you. Hey, guys, so look, appreciate everybody coming out. Morning lives. This is going to be Monday through Friday. We're doing these morning lives, but we got to get off on time here, an hour, because my brother, Mr. Two Hands, is live. So everybody shoot over there. I'm going over there. Two Hands, Reaper Gang Radio, bitches. Let's get it. Good performance by Keyshawn Davis. Want to see good things from him. I'm actually going for Demetrius Andrade in this. Not rooting for him, but I'm picking Demetrius Andrade in this Leon Williams fight. But I do believe Leon Williams has a good shot in this fight. Best test, in my opinion, for Demetrius Andrade. Best test for Jerron in his boots since we talked about him this morning. But I'll see all of y'all, whoever's going to join me over there on Two Hands. Two Hands. Y'all go to Two Hands, Reaper Game Radio. Fat. Y'all know how I always end this thing. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.